So now we're going to talk about marker words. Marker words are a system of communication with your dog. Um, not every person uses them, but if most people asked me what is the first thing that you teach your dog, I'm going to say marker words. It is my communication with the dog. Tells the dog when they're doing something wrong, when I want them to continue to do something, when they're doing something I don't want them to do, but I want them to try again. Something when I tell them I want them to stop doing, and something when they're released to be able to be a dog, or when we're ready to work. So my primary word is usually yes. So yes means what you're doing right at that moment in time is what I want you to do. So if I go sit, and the dog instantly puts their butt on the bottom, I mark it with the yes. And then the reward is delivered. You have to sit. Yes. Good. Good. Sit. So yes is my sit. Good. Yes. Sit. Yes. So you can hear me say good as well. So good is my continuation marker. So sometimes yes means that the dog comes to you and gets a treat from your hand. If you don't want them to move, like you want them to sit and stay there, or you want them to down and stay there, you want them to stand, stay, all those like, or stay on the mark, and not just like as soon as you say yes they come to you. My continuation marker is good, meaning I like what you're doing. Continue to do that. Good, Mark. And I usually pair it with a word that I'm teaching. So this is Mark. Good, Mark. Yes. Good, Mark. And I'm just using low value treats. Good, Mark. And then we're going to go into our release marker. So okay means it can move. Permission for the dog to move. Okay. That means a release from the behavior. If they don't release on their own, you can do a reset cookie, or you move. You tell the dog needs to have a good solid release. Meaning if I say okay, we're done. You either pick it up or you move and let the dog kind of go. We're going to talk about the next little thing. So okay is my release marker. Some people use break, some people use free. But it is permission for the dog to move. So if I put them in a stationary position, sit, down, stand, mark. Those are my like place. Those are my main like stationary positions. Not just position of the dog, but where I want them to go. Then they should go there and stay there, or do the position and stay there until released. So if I tell them wait or stay, that's kind of a abbreviation. Good, sit. Good, sit. Good. So they're holding it, but when I say they should have not moved. Okay, now they can move. That's when they can kind of move and not just, they're just trying to work the system. All right. I do like to put a it's time to work marker word. So for me, it's ready. And that usually means that we're going to start working, especially for rally. You're going to be wanting, or obedience. You need the dog to know that, okay, we're getting ready to do something. I've put you in a sit stay. Now you're going to go, are you ready? And you should have the dog look at you and go, okay, or look forward at the obstacle that you're putting them in front. And they should know that ready means that we're going to start working. So ready is my like get ready to work command. Also when you're all done, like all done with everything, I use done. Done means they can go be a dog. That's permission to go be a dog. So those are my primary marker words. I did put them in the handout. Just be aware that that's kind of what they are there for. Next, we're going to talk about kind of how to teach behaviors. So I have this spare room of mine that is kind of my really, like if I put everybody outside and I close the door, it is probably the lowest distracting environment that I can teach new behaviors in. There's not much in here to investigate. It's just me and the dog. Small area usually are best. Not much to smell, not much to investigate, unless they're never in the room. So you close the door, you put everybody else out, all the dogs, no TV, and it's the quiet, less distracting environment. You start teaching behaviors in this so that the dog really wants to interact with you because there's nothing really else to do. You want them to interact with you. You start with teaching behaviors here. Then you build by adding the distractions of other places. So now you go, okay, can I do this in the living room? Again, no dogs, no other kids, no other people, just in the living room. Then you can add other people. You can add like maybe another dog working in the mix. That's a hard one. Dogs like these guys are pretty used to working together, but a lot of dogs just get in the way. So it's best usually if you have other dogs in the household when you're training to put the other dog up. I usually put my other dog that I'm not working in place. So place is a stationary thing. It can be a place cot. It can be like a board. It can be a chair. I often put mine in a recliner. It can be a dog bed. It's some place that they need to go there and stay there while you're working on with another dog. But that takes a lot of training. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as we go forward. Then you take that behavior that you've been doing in the low distracting, take it to your living room, take it to your backyard, take it to your front yard. If you don't work in the front yard most of the time, it is exciting. So working in your front yard, going to a park that has just a few people in it, and finding a small corner and just working on a couple of key behaviors in a park is someplace new, changing environments, going then to a busier park, then go to a friend's house during like a dinner party or something like that, and ask for like go out in the backyard and train in a new place. The more places that you can train behaviors, the more the dog generalizes that the behavior is the behavior regardless of what distractions are out there. So that's kind of a little spiel about marker words.